Good morning. I'm Jen Amos at Weiss Research.
I'm Andy Myers, and this is your morning market alert for Wednesday, March 23rd. U.S. stocks are set to open relatively flat after modest declines yesterday broke a three-session winning streak. The major markets across Europe are broadly higher, but in Asia, most investors remain nervous about Japan. The Japanese government announced that damage from the earthquake and tsunami earlier this month could reach $309 billion, and two of the country's flagship brands, Toyota and Honda, put off a return to normal production due to shortages of parts and raw materials. Weakness in auto stocks weighed on the Japanese market, as did a report that Tokyo's drinking water is contaminated with radioactive iodine. The Nikkei 225 index finished 1.7% lower after 3 days of gains.
Continued concerns about the situation in Libya and its impact on oil prices may also act as a drag on the market today. Right now, crude is holding steady above $105 a barrel after a big jump yesterday. U.S. and European airstrikes on Muammar Gaddafi's forces don't seem to have made much of an impact yet. The fighting has halted Libya's 1.6 million barrels a day of crude production, and the market is factoring in a virtual loss of oil exports for at least 6 months, and possibly more than a year. In addition, Yemen's president warned that if the opposition rejects his offer to step down by the end of the year, that country could slide into a civil war. And violent protests are spreading in southern Syria as well. Since the uprisings across the Middle East and North Africa started last month, crude oil has jumped nearly 25%.
On the corporate front, earnings news may move several stocks today. General Mills posted an 18% increase in quarterly profit, roughly in line with Wall Street estimates. The company also affirmed its earnings forecast for the full year. Meanwhile, software maker Adobe Systems may open lower. After yesterday's closing bell, it reported an 84% jump in fiscal first quarter profit, thanks to strong demand for its design and document software. But the company also cut its forecast for the current quarter due to the natural disasters in Japan, which is Adobe's second largest market in terms of revenue. Following the report, ISI Group raised its price target on Adobe stock from $34 to $37 a share. Elsewhere in the technology sector, Jabil Circuit is jumping nearly 10%. Profit at the chipmaker nearly doubled in the latest quarter, topping expectations. Later today, Jabil's rival Micron Technology and software firm Red Hat will release their quarterly results.
One more stock to keep an eye on today: Discover Financial Services. The credit card company swung to a profit in the latest quarter versus a loss in the same period a year ago. The results were better than analysts expected. Discover shares gained more than 2% in after-hours trading on the news, and FBR Capital boosted its stock price target in response. On the economic front, a report on February new home sales may move the market today. We'll get those numbers at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. That's the latest from Weiss Research. We'll be back after the opening bell with all the market reaction.